let's conjugate the verb pouvoir in the future tense. Right, folks, I have chosen pouvoir because pouvoir is a very, very complicated verb in French. What does it mean? It means to be able to, okay? Pouvoir, pouvoir. Now, we've created the present tense of pouvoir, as in I can, I am able to, you're able to. Today, I would like to conjugate it in the future tense. So, we are going to learn how to say I will be able to, you will be able to, and so on. Pouvoir belongs to one of these third grade verbs, so it's very hard to conjugate unless you know how it starts. It doesn't start like pouv, but it starts like pour, double R. Let's have a look at the future endings of pouvoir. Je pourrais. Now, double R, A-I means I will be able to, okay? Now, if you start translating will and be and able and to, you won't get anywhere, okay? Not with the French version of to be able to. There is one word, it's pouvoir. You've got to learn it by heart. So, je pourrais, I will be able to. Tu pourras, double R, A-S, you will be able to. Il pourra, he will be able to. Elle pourra, she will be able to. On pourra, one will be able to, or we will be able to. Nous pourrons, double R O N S, we will be able to. Vous pourrez, double R E Z. Ils pourront and elles pourront. And these two, il and elle, means they, okay? If you're not familiar with the subject pronoun, I would like you to refer back to my volume 1 of French Essentials, where I cover all the subject pronouns, okay? Let's have a look at it again. Now, remember, you need to learn by heart the future endings, okay, in order to create any future verbs, okay, verb in the future tense. So, for je, it's re. For tu, it's ra. For il, elle, on, it's ra. For nous, it's ron. For vous, it's re. And for il, elle, plural, as in they, it's ron. Okay? Let's have a look at it again. Je pourrais. Répéter. Super. Tu pourras. Bravo. Il pourra. Très bien. Elle pourra. Parfait. On pourra. Très bien. Nous pourrons. There is an order to follow. Nous pourrons. Vous pourrez. Ils pourront. Elles pourront. And yes, here I hesitated, but there is a very clear order to follow when it comes to subject pronouns. You start with a singular subject pronouns, as in I, you, okay, singular, he, she, and so on. And then you move on to the plural subject pronouns, okay, starting with nous, always, okay, nous, vous, il, elle. When I was at school, this is the order we used to learn it. And if you have any grammatical or conjugating books, French book, this is the order that we follow. So, learn it in this order and it will be much easier for you when you come to conjugating any kind of verbs, okay? Right, let's have a look at an example. It's really hard because pouvoir does not follow much of a pattern, okay? The verb infinitive version, to be able to, is pouvoir with a V, but not the future tense. The same as the present tense, by the way. Pouvoir, and when you want to say I am able to, you say je peux. No patterns whatsoever. Okay, here's the first example. Nous pourrons aller à la boulangerie ce soir pour acheter du pain. Now that's a long sentence, but if you cut it up, okay, it's not that hard. Nous pourrons, we know for a fact, is we will be able to. Acheter, okay, to buy. Nous pourrons acheter. Sorry, I did not say that. Nous pourrons aller à la boulangerie ce soir pour acheter du pain. Have a look. We will be able to go, aller, à la boulangerie, to the bakery, ce soir, this evening, pour acheter, for buying or to buy, okay, du pain, some bread, and so on, ce soir. Okay, I've said ce soir already. So it's quite simple. It goes by chunk. And if you know how to learn, for example, the chunk I will be able or we will be able, then how do we say to the bakery or to the restaurant or to the cinema? Okay, it's a bit like a puzzle. So you start with one side, you learn it well, and then another block, you learn it well, and another block like ce soir, this evening, ce matin, this morning, cet après-midi, this afternoon. Then you add it on together and the magic happens. Well, you know, when it happens. Now, another example, il pourra venir te chercher cet après-midi. Il pourra, he will be able, venir, to come, te chercher and look for you. But venir te chercher means to fetch you from somewhere, okay, in French. But we use two verbs. To fetch, we use to come and to look for. Venir and chercher. So, il pourra venir te chercher cet après-midi. He will be able to fetch you this afternoon. This is quite of a high level, okay? I'm not asking you to be able to deliver this kind of sentences, but have a look. It's always good to know what it looks like, okay? Now, the last example that we could do is tu pourras voir le film demain. Tu pourras voir le film demain. What do you think that means? Now, remember, we are focusing on to be able to in the future tense. Tu is you, singular. Pourra, will be able to. Remember, it's future we are focusing on today. Tu pourras voir, to see, le film, the film, demain, tomorrow. Okay? Again, you can put these sentences by yourself as well. You just have to know what to say and where to say it. You know how to say pouvoir in the future tense. Okay? Now tell me what verb. Voir, manger, regarder, jouer, and so on. And then add the subject, the what we call the complement of object. So what is linked to that verb, okay? And tell me when it is happening. If it is future, you will use verbs such as, words such as demain, tomorrow, ce soir, tonight, la semaine prochaine, next week, le mois prochain, next month, and so on, okay? So focus and learn to be able to in the future tense. It's really, really important verb to know. Okay, we use it all the time, and it's one of those very useful verbs such as faire, to do, or to make, or to be, or to have. Okay, I think that's it for me. It's quite intense, isn't it? I'll see you soon. Au revoir, à bientôt. Bisous, bisous. Bonjour et bienvenue. Je m'appelle Alexa. Je suis française. Je parle français et anglais. Comment ça va? Route. Et puis la dernière pour moi aussi. Donc si tu veux m'aimer, appelle.